guys, welcome back to MadeByNale. So this is my attempt to do a detailed tutorial of how to make a corset. This was my first time making one, so bear with me. Some of the footages are everywhere, but as you can see here, I was getting my pattern pieces. I used Nava Rose's pattern. If you watch my last DIY, I explain the whole thing, but here I'm just gluing together the patterns. I'm just going to fast forward this part. So I was using a t-shirt here. I mean, you can use anything that's better, like better material, but I wanted to do a DIY. So this was like an old Vans t-shirt that I had, and I wanted the Vans logo to kind of be like bang in the middle. But here I didn't actually understand that if I was to fold it in half where the Vans is, it would have been bang in the middle. So instead it was like to the side, but you'll see at the end how like a bit of it was cut off. But like you can see here, I'm just lining up the corset pattern. So once I had that figured out, I pinned together the pattern onto the fabric, and I did this for all the pieces from Nava Rose's pattern. You can see a detailed tutorial of how I did this in my other corset videos. And I would just like to say that if you're a medium, I would expand the pattern size up to like 110 if you zoom it in before you print it out, because this was very small. Like this is for extra small, like extra small. But yeah, that's what I started to do when I made more corsets. Once I had done that, I cut the pattern out. So once I had done that, I had this is very scruffy, and after that I duplicated it. So I also cut a lining, as you can see me doing. So there was two of basically each material, so two of each pattern on two different materials, but I just used the same shirt material, and then I pinned everything together ready to sew up. Once everything was pinned, I had this. As you can see, everything is pinned together. I left a gap so that I could turn everything inside out. And yes, let's take this to the sewing machine, guys. I just did a basic straight stitch. I feel like a zigzag stitch would have helped to make everything more like stretchy, because the material was stretchy. And I just took my time with this. Enjoy the time lapse. Once everything was sewn together, I turned everything inside out, and I used a pen to poke the edges so that everything was nice and crisp. And then I put the puzzle together by putting each piece together. So the side piece together, I believe it's right sides together. That's what my mom would tell me. But I pinned it, and yeah, well, and then back to the sewing machine. And once things are together, it basically looked like this. I used white thread, guys. This was actually a disaster looking at it, but I'm going to show you guys at the end other ones that I've done, which goes to show that practice does make perfect. So once that was done, I added some boning using filing things. Let me show you guys. I used these things, cable ties, yeah. So I just did a V, and I sewed like a line, 2 lines, so that I could feed everything in, if that makes sense. Don't think I managed to grasp or get a video of me feeding it in, but here's me explaining it with my ashy hands. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. And then this was the corset that I made after that, and I added some like loops so I could feed everything through. And this one using a basketball tee, and the denim one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time or next week.
Yeah.